You have everything you need?
Yes.
Joe?
Bob, I need to confirm the Crime Stoppers number.
Three, four, two, two.
342-281? Okay. I didn't know if it was 341 or 342. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. You should know.
Okay. Sergeant Alia Simons.
You don't need to wait on me.
You don't need to wait on me, sir.
You're ready until what, 4 o'clock?
We're ready whenever y'all tell us.
We're ready.
I'm Sergeant Dahlia Simons with the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office Robbery Homicide. And this is Detective Scott Minyard with the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office Robbery Homicide as well. On December the 5th at approximately 7:24, the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office received a phone call stating that a female was found deceased in the 8000 block of Addicts Clothing. That female was identified as an Asian female by the name of Lu Wen. We are asking the public to please assist us in locating any information that regarding the deceased female that could help us in locating a suspect. This is Lead Detective Minyard, and he's going to go ahead and give you a little bit of information on our decedent.
Good afternoon, everyone. Again, my name's Detective Scott Minyard, and I'm with the Robbery Homicide Unit in Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office. This incident occurred last night shortly before 6:50 p.m. Our victim, identified as Lu Wen, was in her normal routine. She had left work about 6 p.m. and visited a local grocery store in the Beech Nut area. She was on her way home, and she was proceeding on her normal route of travel, which was Beech Nut to Addicts Clothing. And based on some witness, early indicators of witness statements and some video, we believe that there was some kind of an altercation on the roadway, and an unknown subject fired at her vehicle, and she was struck multiple times and was able to pull to a stop and called her the father of her son, 8-month-old son, and then he subsequently was able to come to the scene and called 911. And when our deputies arrived, they found her deceased inside the vehicle. The only suspect information we have at this time is a possible mid-size, dark-colored passenger car. So I know this is the very early stages of the investigation, so we don't have a lot of information for you, but that's what we know now.
Detective, do you know if this was a road rage type incident that occurred along that route, or was she maybe followed from the grocery store? Can you say?
We do not know the answer to that question, but you could speculate. One hypothesis is it's a road rage incident. Right now, we don't have any indicators that she was followed or actively targeted at this time.
You hit it at video. What type of video? Cell phone video? Was there a dash cam possibly, like on the back of a GPS or something like that?
Right. We've canvassed the area along her route of travel and located several homes and some businesses that have video that cover the street in that area. And
The
so
actual-
we're collecting that as we speak.
The actual incident involving the shooting, was that caught on video?
We have one home that has a video camera that faces the area where we believe the incident occurred, but we haven't been able to capture it yet.
Do you believe this driver was shot and then was able to make it to this intersection, or you think the shooting happened there at that intersection?
It wasn't at an intersection. It was along Addicts Clodine in the 8400 block, I believe. Based on the evidence, I believe she was driving south on Addicts Clodine and was shot, and then was able to proceed about roughly another quarter mile and then pull off into the center of the roadway and make a phone call.
Are you able to determine how many shots were fired? Have you found shell casings near the scene?
We found some shell casings, but at this time I'd rather not say how many we found.
More than a dozen? Less than a dozen?
Less than a dozen.
Any reports from the public, any calls to 911 about hearing gunshots?
We had one gentleman who came forward while we were still at the scene that had heard gunfire in the area. And we have another gentleman who, his rendition of the incident was he actually saw it happen. He saw it occur. But we haven't officially interviewed him yet, so I don't want to go into too much detail about that.
Where was he? Was he behind them driving as well?
No, he was in his home. He was actually out in the garage.
When it comes to these types of situations, what do you want to talk about when it comes to packing the patients while you're out on the roads?
I'm sorry, ma'am?
When it comes to packing the patients out on the roads and just, trying to control tempers and whatever else?
Well, we see a lot of these road rage incidents today for some reason, and they don't always result in gunfire, but I would encourage everyone to remember it's the Christmas season and holidays, and let's just be a little kinder and respect each other, take your time.
To be clear, you can't say if this is road rage at this point or not.
Cannot, no, sir.
Was anything stolen?
No, sir, not that we're aware.
Her purse still there, her wallet?
Everything was intact.
You said she had one child?
She has two children, one 11-year-old boy who is devastated by this, 11-year-old, and then she has an 8-month-old son, 8-month-old baby. Yeah.
Is it fair to characterize her as a single mother?
Yes, sir, single mother. Very nice, based on just my background and my impression, very nice young woman, worked in an insurance agency, just trying to raise her two children.
Were either of those kids in the car yesterday when this happened?
No, they were at home.
Was she coming home from work?
She was, yes, ma'am.
So any idea how much traffic there was on the road at the time?
The incident occurred about 6:50 p.m., so you can imagine the amount of traffic. I don't think there was a whole lot on Addicts Clodine, but certainly on Beech Nut and those areas, there's a lot of traffic that time of night.
So a lot of potential for another motorist who could have witnessed something or seen.
Yes, sir.
Maybe not fully realizing at the time what was going on, but
Yes, sir.
when apprised of what happened at that location, maybe there's something that somebody can report.
Yes, sir.
Any idea on a motive?
No, sir. None.
And so if anybody saw anything, certainly you implore them to come forward.
We do. We're actively seeking the public's help. Someone who saw it, heard about it, anything, call our Crime Stoppers and report it.
And that's a picture of her you have there?
Yes. At this time, there's no motive, there's no suspect, but we ask that anybody that has information regarding her family, or if there's any kind of issues between family or friends or enemies that you might know of, in relation to Lou Nguyen, known as Julie, please contact the Fort Bend County Sheriff's Office and Fort Bend County Crime Stoppers at 281-342-TIPS. There's a $5,000 reward, and you will be kept anonymous. Any kind of information, any little bit of information that you can contact us with is greatly appreciated.
Could you hold that picture up a little higher, please?
Investigator, you're calling this a possible road rage, and you're basing that on, you talked to somebody who told you that they,
I don't want to characterize it as anything right now other than a homicide. But certainly one scenario would be a road rage incident.
somebody called you and told you that they saw some interaction going on?
We were able to locate a gentleman who has stated he observed the interaction of the cars, and we're in the process of interviewing him now.
How did he describe that interaction of the cars? Did he say there was
Only at this time, just that they were traveling together
side by side, you mean?
on Addicts Clothing, yes, sir.
And was the other driver yelling at her or vice versa? Or?
I don't know that yet. No, sir.
Do we know if there's more than one person in that other vehicle?
No, sir. Unknown. Unknown. Okay. Any further questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You have a digital copy of that photo?
Yes, then we could send it to Caitlin, and then
Okay.
she can send it to you.
Can you hold it up again?
Can we ask the sheriff a couple quick questions?
About what?
About your decision not to run for
Well,
Congress?
we're mourning the loss of one of our, a resident of Fort Bend. I don't think we need to get into that right now.
That's absolutely a very serious story, but this is a separate story we're also covering. We're here just for the press conference.